Hi everyone, welcome to the next instalment of Sengoku Dynasty. Merlin here. Just thought I'd start the video by just going through briefly what I've done with the decor area, or the seating area, probably a nice thing to do. I've kind of tidied it up, made it into more of a circle. The only thing I've found with these benches is that there is no way of showing which way is front and back, if there is a front and back. And the reason why I'm kind of mentioning that is that I've had people, not many villages, but a couple of villages come and use these seats, but they're actually facing the wrong, what I would call the wrong way. So, for example, I have one facing on this seat, facing the village. So, maybe it's just a bug of the system, I don't know. But it doesn't show when you build them how to differentiate between what is front and what is back. And ideally, being at the fact that we're facing the sea, it'd be nice for the most of them facing the front. The next thing I just want to quickly go through is lighting. As you can see, we started with the stone lighting last time, and I've managed to get some large lampstands with some oval paper lamps. And you may say, okay, so how do we get them? So basically, it's kind of like I mentioned before, when you've got your menu open, there are things that you may need to do to open the next one. So for lighting, these were all locked. But when we start building the decor area before, we started with stone lantern. And as soon as I built one of them, I was able to build one of these and so on. So the same process was with this. I just built one of each of these, which was unlocked as soon as you constructed the predecessor, and then destroyed them. And then obviously kept the one I wanted, which is the large lampstand. And then to get to the lights themselves, you go into decorations, and you've got a light source, and then you've got the lamps, and they can be hung on lampstands, and you've got oil lamps as well. So it's just remembering that when you go through your build menu, especially for things like decorations or for lighting or for seating, you may need to unlock each one before, but it probably won't cost you anything. In a way, you can kind of like get yourself into a situation where you want to be with regards to really decorating your village. Now, a project of mine will be, and this will be off screen, is I'm going to be looking to relocate some of these buildings and kind of use the expanse of space which we've got here, because I'm not using that space. And also at the moment, I haven't got all the buildings in this village, much the same as I have in the other village. I haven't got all the buildings. So my ultimate goal would be to create both villages virtually the same, with every single production building available, and then go from there. Now, things have obviously moved on quite quickly, and again, if I go into our Dynasty tab, I've got 41 population now covering the two villages. So it's becoming quite a challenge to manage your moods at the bottom here. So it is even more important rather, to make sure that you are kind of ahead of the game. If you're going to bring a villager in, make sure that you kind of look at these as well. So for example, beverages, I've got 2 wells running, and yet still we are getting close to the limit. I'm going to have to build a third well just to accommodate the green element, because it doesn't matter what stock I've got. I've got 7,200 in stock. If this is red, then the villager's mood is going to drop. And the idea is to obviously keep it as green as possible. You may also see as well, there's a luxury one that's appeared now. So previously it was just the 7 we had. We've now got a luxury on one, which is to do with things like clothing and, as it says here, making paper and ice. So at the moment, I'm just making some simple clothing that is actually applicable. So when you make the clothing, make sure it does actually change the amount on this section, because I made some kind of simple hats and it didn't change the figure. So there's only certain items that will do that. So again, go back to what I said before, is that the goal will be to kind of revamp this village from scratch, in the sense that moving exists, because the good thing is you don't destroy buildings to move them, you just literally move them. So with the hammer in hand, if you hover over the foundation part, you can see, I'll go around the side here, you can see wooden foundation, move building. Okay, and that's all you need to do. Now the only problem with moving a building is you can't move it a few inches. It has to be totally clear from the existing site. Otherwise, it says the building has an object in its way, which is a bit of a flaw, because if you're taking the building up, it's no longer actually in its way. But hey ho, maybe an update will change that. So that's the plan of screen for me to do move forward. But now, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to look at some NPC quests where possible, and also do a bit of exploring. Now, as you can probably see with the map, you, again, depending on how far you are, you may or may not have only gone to the villages in question that were on their quests. So, you know, Iwazaki, which is the mining settlement, Segi, which is the, I believe, the wood, you know, the woods settlement, so like, you know, the logging settlement, and Aratani, which is where all the farming and fields are as well. And then obviously you got your temple. Of course, I've also been to Anjura, which is just down the coast of where your village is if you started in Sosugi. And this is kind of like where the myth of some rebellion leader kind of took his way. But there's a lot of stuff there's yet to be explored. So I've not been up here at all. I mean, we came in here when we were at the start of the game. We came in here, and that was because obviously we were shipwrecked. But I've never been up here, so I don't know what is up here. And I thought it'd be quite nice today to firstly have a look around and see what's going on there, and secondly see whether or not we can pick up any NPC quests. So these are the quests that they may ask you to do things to help them out, and then of course increase your dynasty reputation. One of the other things at the moment that is kind of useful to improve your reputation is in one of the jobs. If I go down, visit on here, or is it in the other one? Maybe right at the bottom. Here we go. You might find you'll come across special projects, and I keep 2 of my villagers back for that. So basically, for example, they're never employed other than that. So once they finish the project, they'll become unemployed. So then I look for a new one. And these projects are found on the map. So if you go down to, let's have a look and see here. Let's move down to here. You can see that there's a bridge been built. This bridge was built by my villagers under the special construction. And you can see that there are others around the map that need doing. So again here, if you look on the legend on the left hand side, there's another bridge there that needs building. And what you do is you get to the area and there's like a board. And on that, and then it just says a special project to be done. You build a special project building, which if we go into the hammer, it's in your basic structure and it's over the left hand side. Okay. And then basically you assign workers to do the work that needs doing. Sometimes they take 1 season, sometimes they take slightly more. So it depends on basically what needs to be done. So once these 2 have finished doing what they're working on at the moment, I may then take a trip down to this one, build the special construction site, and get them working on this one. Sometimes it is only one person that can do it. If there's only one person, then find another one. Because once you go looking around, there will be others you will see out and about. So I know for a fact that when I went over the hills, I think it was somewhere around here, I thought I saw another one there. So, you know, he's finding them out and just get them done, because they're big, as far as experience is concerned, they're big earners. So if you imagine at the moment here, if you highlight over your legend number, you'll see that there's an XP figure. So at the moment I'm 9,400 out of 13.5. Now a special project can give you anything up to 2,500 experience. So it does help if you can do them as well. Anyway, we digress. We're going to go for a little wander, and then we're going to start up here. And we're going to see what's out and about. I want to get myself prepared with my bow, just in case that there is somebody out and about. So let's head on out of the village. And remember, there's not a lot of roads out about here, so there's possibly going to be animals you have to keep an eye out for. But let's have a little wander. Just go up through here and just see what we can see. And we'll just start this off, and then I'll carry on. And if I find something that's useful, I will then put it on screen. Okay, so this is the first thing that's come across as we left the village. It was literally about just over the hill, and it looks like it's It doesn't say specifically what it's to do with, but we'll cross over the bridge and see what's on the other side. I can see a building, and I can also see someone up there as well. Now, is this... Well, you've got to be careful, because they're not bandits, and this one is a bandit, so I'm going to leg it like hell. And I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to make sure I stab him with the right thing, first of all. There you go. So I took a little bit of a hit because I wasn't quite ready. But anyway, nonetheless, I can take virtually everything that I've got from him. And that's everything that's out. And we'll just head on down through. There's another one now. So again, there's 3 bandits. So I'm just going to do exactly the same again. And there's a third one which I might take out with my bow. And we'll loot both of them. Got some coins there, which is quite nice. I don't want to give him my seashells. I don't know if there's anything else I can pick up off of here as well. Probably can. Oh yeah, so he had a spear himself, even though I can pick that up. That'll all come in handy. I think there's something else. Oh, and my arrows as well. Now, we did take a bit of a hit with the health. But we'll go in here now, and we should be able to. So, we just tear this. It says tear down with any axe. So, here we go. We're going to tear down with any axe. Yes, I know. I'm going to try and hit them. So that's put that away, and we now have 2 new refugees, which is absolutely perfect, because then I can put them into my village. So we'll do both of them in the village. Just remember the names. So Tuzurumi, and who's the other one? Tanari. Now I'm going to put them into my second village, and the reason is because I've got the paper maker on the go at the moment. The only issue now is I've got to be careful what happens with my figures at the bottom, the green ones, because as soon as they go in, that's going to go red. Okay, so they're going to go into the other village. And I'm going to have them working in my paper base. So at the moment, the first 2 jobs are taken. So we're now going to put this one in, and that's paper mixture. But we've got no paper pulp at the moment because the paper pulp is being done by the other job. And actually, what I might do is I might, because I need water again now, I'll put the other one in, I'll put another well in place. So I'm going to have to go back into town. So I don't think there's a straight visit from here, is it? No. Okay, so I'm going to go off screen, and I'm going to go back into my town, and I'm going to then go over to the other village, make a well, and then get them to work on a well. Okay, so we're back at the bridge again. And ironically, when I got back to my the second village to put those 2 into place, I actually had a third one that was waiting for me. So I had 3 villages in place, which is fantastic. So anyway, we're back in the same location we were just a moment ago. I'm just going to have a little look and see if there's anything around here that I can take for myself while I was here, because I didn't stop to do that last time. I don't think there will be, but it's worth checking. Oh, there's an arrow there. Can I take that arrow? Yes, I can. Good. Is there anything else I can take? It's probably my arrow. I probably missed by a mile. Right, okay, I'm going to look at the map again, and we are going to continue heading north north. Yeah, we're going to continue heading north, up over the hill, and to see what's coming up to us next. So I just thought I'd stop here a second and just thought, look at that view. That is absolutely amazing. If only, as they say. But absolutely amazing. Anyway, we'll continue on our journey. Okay, so there seems to be like a natural barrier that will take you so far. So we're going to look at the map. I'm not anywhere near where I wanted to be on there. I did try around here, but it seems to be that the map cuts off around here. So let's head over this way and remove that one. But it looks like you can only go to a certain point in the map, and then that's it. Didn't see anything else kind of worth looking at. So we will continue. Right, so apparently there are some bears around here. And there he is. And the reason I'm only kind of picked it up is there's, I think that's a bear. It's not a rock. Oh, there he is. It's going to move around the rocks. Oh, there's two of them, that's why. Wow, that took a shed load of arrows to unfortunately get rid of him. Okay, so what isn't it allowing me to take? Let's look at my inventory. No, what I'll do is I'll start eating something in that case. Or I might even drop. Let's drop those. That's the meat I couldn't take, and that's fine. Now, there sounds like another one somewhere. Now, the only reason I kind of picked up those bears is because there's a cave here. Now, I've never had the need to go in the cave. A bit wary that there's no other bears around. Let's have a little look. Can we go in? Can we not go in? So although there is a cave entrance, you cannot actually go in it. Okay, fair enough. That answers that question. So we'll move on to the next area and see what we can come up with. Right. Now, you may or may not have noticed this before. Every time you come to a cave, it shows on the map that you found one. I found a couple in my game so far. I think there's another one all the way down here, and it stays on the map, so you know where it is. But primarily, you'll know that where the bears are as well. Let's see, okay, let's head on over here and see what else we can find. There's something with a question mark over there. That doesn't mean it's a good idea. No, is this another? Ah, right, okay. So this is one of those special project areas I mentioned about. And there's actually someone working on it. Let's talk to him. Okay, so it's it's kind of like I think he's just a hermit that lives in the area, and that's about it, really. So, given that this is an area, a special area, we could probably build something. Yeah, so this is another watchtower. So it provides an overview of the nearby area. So from here, you can probably see the other watchtowers in the distance as they get built. Okay. Okay, so we are now in the summer, believe it or not, even though it's the raining. So we're going to continue a brief more journey on a little to see what we can see before we head back. Oh, lovely! Some wheat here. This will come in very handy. Oh, ironically, there's no space in my inventory. So what else can we? Right, I'm going to drop the rod because I've got a load from earlier on anyway, so I can pick that up. So we'll gather as much as we can. May as well, while you're around about, you may as well pick up some bonus stuff. Wheat is classed as a cereal, so it helps towards certain meals. But also the thing with wheat is that as soon as you collect wheat, you're collecting straw at the same time, which is very handy. So if you were running a bit short on straw, that's fine. That'll do for now. Right, let's head on down over the hill. We'll head towards the road. So it looks like most of this is probably going to be open ground. So I'll probably revisit myself off screen, but for now we'll head back to the open road and then we'll go from there. There seems to be another question mark coming up, so that could be anything. It's a building, you know that. And it's a trader. So let's have a talk. This was something that was mentioned right at one of the beginning of my videos. We were trying to find hot springs by someone called Kane to help you relax. And just by chance we found the location. Nowhere near where it was supposed to be, but there you go. Never mind. Now, as he's a trader, I've got a load of seashells which I'm going to get rid of. So let's just start getting rid of these. And I might buy some stuff. See, this is ironic here. The burnout ointment helps your health for your villages by 30 points per jug. And yet your warming drink is only 12 and it's the same price for both. So I think I might buy some of that. Where are we? Let's try and not, as the case may be. Okay. Is there anything we can sell that we can get rid of? That she can afford? Probably not. There we go. Let's get rid of a stone knife. And then what we'll do is we'll buy all of that. And then we'll sell all of enough to kind of recoup what she's taken off of us. Perfect. Right. So the good thing here, and hopefully it will show on the map, we have now found another trader that we can trade with. And it's just behind there, so I think what will happen is that once you move away, we'll see it. So we're going to continue heading this way. I'll just look at the map. Yeah, there you go. So it's kind of it's come up as a place that will be beneficial if we need to come back. I don't think it's going to come up with a fast travel, but at least it gives us something to work on. Okay, so initial thoughts were, was this a place we could fast travel to? And it looks like we can. So we have now found a place that we can fast travel for another trader, but also if we need to for any future tasks. So I'm going to move from here. I'm going to head over to Segi and start the second part of this video in the sense of we can see if we get any NPC quests. So let's just go and talk to somebody. That'll do. Talk to this person here. So again, more about the rebellion, but nothing further than that. Let's see if we can talk to somebody else that we haven't spoken to. No? Okay. We know this person, so we can trade with this person. So again, we're going to move and sell as much as we can that she can take from us. Just keep building up and building up. So look at the question marks. It looks like there's a load more refugees on there. So I'm going to make a note of that, because I'll do this off screen. It'd be great to have some more villages in, but I need to manage out what we have in place at the moment before I can take them in. In the meantime, I've spoken to her. No one in there. There's lots of traders here. Oh, there's a bandit. So there's nothing more to talk to him about. No one in here. There's another trader in here. So we'll talk to them first. She mentioned about her brother. Right, that's the only thing she's going to say. Okay, fair enough. So we'll do a little bit more trading. And she's got some nice weapons here, but not at 700. I do need a knife because I dropped the other one, so I'll buy that. But then I'm going to sell all I've got here. So what she can take on that. Okay. Okay, so I was hoping to get some NPC quests out of this village. It hasn't happened that that's going to happen yet. Don't know whether that's because there isn't any at the moment open. I'll talk to this guy. Nope, nothing more to talk about. Okay. Okay, so now that I'm back home in my village, I'm going to end the video now. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you do, press like and subscribe. And off screen, I shall do a bit of exploring and see what's out and about. See if I can find any other villages to talk to for their NPC quests, if there are any out there. If not, then fair enough. We'll just move on as is. Also off screen, I'll probably do, like I said before, I'll do a bit of a landscaping here and change how this looks out. So it looks like I've got a couple more refugees have just turned up. So it seems that refugees certainly are plenty around at the moment. But I do need to kind of change some of the things that are being done. Perhaps put in some more buildings for food and that. But we'll see where it goes from there. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.